Good morning. This is meteorologist Ted Keller. This is Weather Geeks for today. Not much weather going on here, and that's generally a good thing. And I say that because we've had generous rainfall. So the fact that these dry high pressure systems keep moving into the central U.S. hasn't phased us. August is way ahead, over 6 inches of rain. This high, like the last couple, is just moving very slowly. Since it's centered up over the Ozarks today, we're about halfway through its effects. So once it starts moving more to the east, we'll get on the return flow side, as we say in the biz, warmer southerly winds. But even at that, we're really not going to warm up all that much. These highs continue to be given a slide on down from Canada with that upper level flow coming out of almost due north across the central U.S. The high that dictates where the hot weather is really going to end up any given summer has been displaced westward, with these troughs of low pressure continuing to dive down along and through that weather pattern. So the east is really cool too. 70s only in Illinois, Indiana, Ohio. 80s here, but just barely in the Ozarks. 90s making a comeback on that return flow side. And I don't think we'll see any 90s. Upper 80s are possible. Another front's going to knock that down, though, before we have a chance to get that going until maybe late in the weekend and early next week. The National Hurricane Center has Erica as a tropical storm, which is doing pretty well considering it's in somewhat dry air and a sheared environment. By the way, this color here is drier air. That's why it's going to maintain its tropical storm strength, it's thought. The mountains of Puerto Rico may disrupt that. But once it starts getting into the warmer waters of the Bahamas, I think that it does have a chance to redevelop, and in fact the Hurricane Center has that as a Category 1 minimal hurricane off the Miami coast. That's Sunday morning. Here's the wake-up image of Tropical Storm Erica, holding together quite well. One sign that it has some larger scale encouraging flow going for it is the fact that you can see the circulation developing with this storm in these bands well out ahead of it. So that's some good news. But again, it's going to be kind of a steady state pattern, I think, for Erica over the next couple of days before it gets into that more encouraging environment. Now, as far as our flow, on Friday, this is the weather system that's going to dive into the overall pattern and provide us with a shower and thunderstorm chance Friday night and knock our temperatures back down. But then again, by Sunday, this hot air ridge begins to build in the U.S., and by Tuesday of next week, it actually parks itself over our heads. So we have a shot at upper 80s. Summer finally comes back, but it waits till September.